Hi, my name is Fiona and I'm happy to provide a testimony regarding the treatment I received from Dr. Jeff Kemp in Melbourne from 2013 to 2015. When I first noticed something was wrong, it was 1991 and I was living in Melbourne. I was 12 years old and involved in lots of sporting activities such as netball and athletics. I started experiencing heat intolerance, gastro symptoms and disorientation when I was participating in sports on hot sunny days. Soon afterwards, I also started to experience extreme fatigue, muscle and joint pain, headaches, nausea and dizziness, along with a lot of other strange symptoms such as rashes and sleep paralysis. At 17, my condition rapidly worsened after a trip overseas to the UK and Germany. I started to have seizure-like experiences and muscle spasms and a whole range of other symptoms, and I was unable to walk, think or talk properly. I was treated poorly by my teachers at school who thought I was looking for an excuse not to attend classes. They refused to acknowledge that I was sick and gave me the ultimatum to either leave school and get a job or stay and stop reporting that I was sick. The situation shocked me, but there wasn't much I could do about it and I didn't want to be a burden on anyone. So I stayed in school and I tried to do the best I could. It was torture and I had nightmares about school for many, many years afterwards. I don't know why I got sick, but I don't believe that it was due to stress or other emotional or psychological reasons. Most days I endured severe stomach upsets first thing in the morning and experienced fatigue and other symptoms for the rest of the day. Every school day I dragged myself around until about 11 AM when I just couldn't participate anymore. This pattern continued until well into my 30s. My life experience was one of constant suffering and most of my days were spent trying to relieve my symptoms to make them at least bearable. During my time at school, I did see a couple of doctors who told me that I had had a virus at some stage in the past, but they didn't know what to do with me. Later on, I was prescribed antidepressants and I had a terrible adverse reaction to them. As a result, I have to take beta blockers permanently to control a problem with my heartbeat. Centrelink were downright hostile towards me, and for 15 years, they refused my requests to see a social worker. My GP sent me to psychologists and counsellors who provided me with coping skills and CBT, but that did nothing to improve my physical symptoms. In my 30s, I happened to bump into a patient who had the same walking problems that I did. We struck up a conversation and they put me in touch with their doctor in Queensland. Unfortunately, a short time later, that doctor was ordered to stop practicing. I began to see Dr. Kemp in Melbourne, who treated me for 2 years and completely restored my health. I consider myself very lucky to have been treated by Dr. Kemp. I immediately went to TAFE, completed 2 diplomas and became a library technician. I then attended university to become a fully qualified librarian. I've worked for the past 3 years in an academic library and I'm no longer on the disability support pension. I have filled my life with all kinds of amazing experiences and made some great connections with wonderful people. I am thriving and I'm so grateful to Dr. Kemp, to whom I want to say thank you. His knowledge and expertise saved my life, secured my independence and allowed me to fulfill my potential. To live a life free from symptoms over these last 5 years has been more wonderful than I could possibly ever have imagined. I make sure each day to take every opportunity to live the fullest life possible. Thank you.